This is Dave's Had Enough 187. This is a video to do with Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS4 review. Pretty much comes down to my opinion, is it worth getting again? And another video from Dave. And yeah, pretty much I want to talk about Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS4, but before all that, I want to give a shout out to Geek Essentials, TechRev. I appreciate your shout out in your video about PSN coming back up, you know, them turning it back on, fixing the damn thing. I really do appreciate it. I'll join your podcast anytime you want, no problems there. You're more than welcome to join my podcast. There's been a bunch of people joining lately. It's getting pretty crazy sometimes because I'll have people that join the podcast and then they'll, you know, lose connection or whatever, and then somebody takes their spot when they're trying to get back in. So I'll get you in there for sure. And that's another thing I want to mention. If whoever's in the podcast to begin with, when I do it, that's who I have to have in it. If somebody leaves and wants to leave and isn't coming back, then there's a spot open for you. But I can't, like, just because somebody, you know, lost their spot, you know, I can't, somebody jumps in, they were there first. That's just fair, you know. But yeah, I'd like to get you on the podcast, man, and I'll be more than happy to join your podcast. Shout out to Geek Essentials and TechRev. Great channel. Other than that, Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS4. You know, this fucking generation, I mean, I'm just being honest. It's pretty bad when you find yourself playing games like The Last of Us or Grand Theft Auto 5 again in a remastered version. And, you know, you're getting more enjoyment out of playing a remastered game than something new. I mean, I don't understand it. It's fucking crazy. What can I say about this game? Alright. A while back ago, I did a review. I don't know if it's still up about my Grand Theft Auto 5 review. I don't know if I left that up or took it down. But I gave it an excellent review. I found this to be an excellent game. That's why I didn't mind buying it again, because I love the story. And like I said, many of videos and many a podcast, I don't play the same game over and over and over. But what I've been finding lately, I'm playing The Last of Us on Grounded again, and I'm playing this again. Now, I really loved the story of this. I thought this had one of the best stories in a game to come out last generation. Period. That and The Last of Us. These were two great stories in a game. The Last of Us and Grand Theft Auto. Now, multiplayer-wise, Last of Us had the best multiplayer in my opinion. This multiplayer needs work, and it could be one of the good ones, but still not better than The Last of Us. Do I think it's worth buying this again? I think it's worth buying it again if you really love the game and you want to see it look better, you know. I mean, my problem with this first person mode, and this is me being honest, I don't bullshit on this channel, and I hope you guys realize that by now. I'm not going to stick up for one company and another company and, you know, tell you good stuff about this and that. No, I don't do that here. I'm being honest. That first person mode is fucking garbage. It is. It's not done right. When you're walking, you don't even see your dude's hands. I mean, I don't know. I didn't look down. I don't even like it. It's not done right. I played this one mission. I think I said this in the podcast. I played this one mission where Michael, you know, talks to the dude promoting, you know, he's trying to make weed legal. Well, they have him, you know, he smokes the weed and fucking trips out. And he's in, like, another mode seeing aliens and shit. I played that in first-person mode. It took forever. I don't know why I couldn't get used to it. Then the minute I put in third-person mode, I finished it. It's not meant for first-person. Grand Theft Auto is not meant for first-person. I don't care if you're going to sit here and defend it or whatever. In my opinion, it's garbage. Maybe if they would have done it right and actually put time into it. I mean, even when you drive the car, I was in a race online with some dude I met. Cool dude. You know, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but we were talking for a while. And he's on my friends list and everything. I can't think of his ID, his PlayStation ID. But he's like, oh, let's do a race. He did like a 10-minute race. He's like, and I said, what? I said, I'm locked in first-person mode. I said, why can't I change it out of first-person mode? And he goes, I got it in first-person mode only. And I'll tell you how many fucking times I crashed that fucking car. Now, if I was driving in third person, it would have been fine. whoever is good at first-person mode, I salute you. I salute you. I mean, it's not for me. I don't think it's done right. I think they did that half-assed. Maybe I gotta mess with it more, but my standing about it right now, it's garbage. It's like tacked on, and they didn't even put any time into it. It's just like there, you know, like something. Oh, here's first-person mode. It's fucking done horribly. Now, on the other hand, the game looks excellent. You know, it looks like a great game. It even looks good in first-person mode, like the scenery. I'm talking about the actual physics of it is fucking garbage. And when it comes down to seeing his hands, that's all done horribly, too. I'm talking about the actual scenery. Like, when you look around, it does look better, you know. But how you move the guy and the fighting, it's garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. No lies here. It's fucking garbage. The game itself looks great in first-person mode, the scenery. But in third-person mode, it looks like really good too. You know, it looks better than it on the PS3. I just want to classify that. It's garbage, like the handling and the physics of it. But when you're looking as the guy, like you're looking out to the world looks cool in first person, but the actual guy himself, it's done poorly. It's horrible. Like, you know, it looks good when you're driving, but it's just not right. You get what I'm saying? You follow me on this? The game looks good. You know, it does. It's in 1080p, I think 30 frames per second. They added cars and all that shit, I think, because I noticed a lot of new stuff from what I didn't see on the PS3 when I was playing it. I transferred my character over. He had 12 million when he started. I had my penthouse. You know, at the time I had the most expensive one. I'm sure they have better ones now. One thing I noticed with the GTA Online, like I was on a mission the other day, and we were doing a mission, and they're fun. I like doing the missions, don't get me wrong. But this mission, like, I had to go, I think, recover a briefcase or something, and it was like up in a tower you had to climb, and I'm climbing up this fucking tower forever. And then I get halfway up it, and some motherfucker shoots me. I don't know if it's my teammate or the guy on the other side of the building. I was like, what the fuck? And I only had one life, and then I had to spectate the whole time. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? You know, that really annoyed me, too. Some of the jobs are just, like, pointless. Like, does it make any sense? Not, like, pointless, but, like, just how they're done. They could have done, like, maybe, I don't know. Some of them just seem, I guess the word I'm looking for, is pointless. It's just fucking pointless. But a lot of them are fun, you know, and I'm looking forward to Heist mainly. That's why I bought it again, for Heist. And, you know, just this generation sucks so bad, I'll play that game again. I liked it that much, or I'll play it. Like The Last of Us, me playing that, I don't remember a lot of stuff, so I'm really enjoying that. Grand Theft Auto is more recent. I played it, and I remember a lot. But it's still fun. I love doing the heist and the story. I love that game. Thought it was one of the greatest stories ever made in a game. But there's work that needs to be done to the online. It has gotten better from the PS3. I just think the first person view, if that's their selling point on it, it's garbage. And anybody defending that, I'm sorry, it's fucking junk. I mean, unless you're good at it, unless you like, I think it's done very poorly. Trying to think, there really isn't nothing else new to this game. It's the same game. $60, you're buying the same game just with a shitty first-person mode, and it made the game really beautiful, like even more beautiful than it was before, you know. But the first-person mode to me is fucking junk. Just being honest, straight up. And I would say this, you know, I'll put on the title. This is a review, but you know, it's really not. It's just I already beat the game. Like, I don't believe in doing reviews unless you beat the game, but I did beat the game. I didn't beat it on next gen, but, you know, get what I'm saying? I already finished the game. I know it's going to be the same ending, same everything. But, yeah, that's basically it. I heard I didn't notice this yet, or I didn't try yet. I think you can buy more than one penthouse, but that's probably going on the PS3, so this really isn't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, there's 30 players online, more players, you know, stuff like that. You know, I'm just telling you, from me playing the game, from playing the PS3 version, it's not much difference. Your graphics, that's what's different. It looks beautiful, you know. But to me, the first person view is just straight up, you know, it's straight up. I'm not going to sit here and say it's garbage, but it wasn't done right. It was tacked on. To me, at times, it don't even seem like they really put any time into it. And I'm being honest. I know there's probably going to be some people that really defend this, and but I'm just telling you from my point of view, I don't think it was done right. It was done very poorly. But I do like that they put more players in the online. I thought that was a smart move. I'm looking forward to the heist. Do I think it's worth buying it again? I think if you didn't play this game, 100% yeah, it's worth buying again, because I think this is the console you should experience on it for the first time, just like The Last of Us. Now, if you love this game and you were in my position where you had it for the PS3, but then you sold your PS3, and you really liked the game and you wanted to get it again because of heist, maybe that's enough. But I really, being honest with you, they didn't release the heist yet, so I can't sit here and say I'm going to review the heist when they release that, but is it enough to buy GTA again? If you like the story and you want to play the game again on next gen, and you're looking forward to heist, and you like the online, you gotta like the online. If you didn't like the online, no, it ain't worth buying again. I don't think, because if you're going to replay the game, unless you're one of the people who want to just get trophies, I don't know. But to be honest with you, for what it is, you're just pretty much playing the same game again, just looking better. So, for me to say, if you really, got rid of Grand Theft Auto and you really liked it and you want to get it on next gen, yeah, then it's worth $60. But if you already beat it and you didn't really care too much for the game, you're just looking forward to getting heist, playing the heist for 5 heists, or you're going to spend $60. I mean, you gotta really like this game to buy it again. It's like The Last of Us. I had no problem buying that game again because I really liked it. I liked the story in this one, and I'm finding myself playing it again. And that brings me to this too. I know I don't want to make this video go too long, but why are we playing the same games this generation? Like, why are we stuck playing the same shit over and over and find ourselves enjoying old experiences? Like, where's the new shit? Like, when's the new game going to roll out that I'm like, oh, I just love this game, and I just want to play it all the time? If it was up to me, my game of the year, if I counted Remastered as game of the year, it would have been The Last of Us. It wouldn't have been The Evil Within. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love The Evil Within, but I'm just saying, I played The Last of Us more than I played The Evil Within. Does that make sense? It's just weird. This generation is like I said in one video, it's the repeat generation. We're just living old fucking video games. We're reliving old days. Like, you got Shovel Knight that's popular. It's a fucking 8-bit game. You got look at the sales. I think Grand Theft Auto was like, I don't know which spot in the sales list it was on VG charts, but it was like the most selling game this week, or month or whatever, however VG charts goes by, I can't remember. But it was it was in the top 5. I'm like, why is that the top selling game out of like Dragon Age and all these other games? Like, hold on, let me look at this before I state this wrong in the video. I don't look like an idiot because somebody, some people get mad if you're not on, right with everything. Gotta be correct. VG charts. I just want to see, where is it? VG charts. Alright. On the VG charts, Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS4 is number 2. And Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha, that's, I don't play Pokemon games, that's number 1. But I'm just saying, Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS4 is number 2, Smash Brothers number 3, The Crew's number 4, Call of Duty's number 5. But I'm saying it's almost the top selling game, a remake. That don't fucking make any sense in my book. But yeah, that's my video. I know I went on way too long, but I appreciate everybody for all your support lately. I would like to do a Dave's Had Enough show before the year ends. That possibly could be taking place on Wednesday. Or shit, we might do one, or we might do a Dave's Had Enough show tonight. What the hell? Just for one more time for the before the year ends. So yeah, pretty much that's my video. More videos to come. Thank you, YouTube.